Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So we're gonna go over to those charts. Things are hotting up in crypto, aren't they, at the moment? It's good to see. You can see the altcoins obviously are believing this rally, believing that we're going to get the move. Obviously, because they are within crypto. They are obviously a risk on trade. Obviously with higher beta to Bitcoin. So if people are moving into altcoins, then it does show that people are believing the rally. Much the same way you need silver to confirm a gold precious metals bull run. It's not just good having the gold, the main one, the Bitcoin move up. You need the you need the smaller altcoins. So silver being gold's altcoin, you need that to move up, and that's obviously starting to happen. The gold silver ratio coming down. So yeah, this is what we need, a broadening of the rally. Same as stock markets. You don't really want just the big leaders, the FANG stocks. You want the rally to broaden and other smaller medium cap and smaller cap stocks to then start to catch a bid as well, and then that's when you basically setting up for a big rally. So yeah, hopefully that is what we're seeing, and hopefully it obviously follows through with a big rally. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. If we're look at this on the weekly again, I mean you have to look at this and think we're gonna bust through this. I mean, you just looking at it, that it looks like the likely scenario. Everything's probabilities. We all know everything's probabilities, but this is looking like the likelier scenario now. Clearly is that we're going to break up. It's just a matter of when. It is just a matter of when for me. Obviously, it's not just a matter of when, because that implies it's 100% certain, and obviously it's not 100% certain, but it's getting up there. It's getting up there with the high levels of certainty. Yeah, the higher levels towards it. I have to be careful what I say here, because obviously nothing is ever certain. So we'll just have a quick look back to my descending broadening wedge that I drew on my TradingView over a month ago now. So this is what we're looking for. This is basically we're looking for a breakout of this, and then a move up to the target, which is around 14,000. So let's see if that still occurs. Whilst we're on other pages, Nasdaq again looking strong, just little fake out of the 4-hour 9, as we would expect. A 9, a doji looking candle, that resistance, and literally now we are trading obviously higher than all those closers, and just looking extremely bullish. So this is gonna drag Bitcoin up, kicking and screaming, and then Bitcoin will then, nothing obviously I say will, this is likely, this may drag Bitcoin up, kicking and screaming, and then it's then gonna just take on a life of its own within its rally, and just go to the moon, and we'll be at 20k by the end of the year. We'll have touched 20k, which honestly is a big number for Bitcoin, because people always talk about 20k, and we didn't actually trade 20k. We've never traded 20k, so it would be nice to actually see a 2 handle, well, a 20 handle in the thousands. Obviously the 1,000 handles, we don't want to see a 2,000 handle, do we? But yeah, a 2 handle, 20 handle on the price of Bitcoin. So yeah, won't that be great to see on your trading accounts, on your BitMEX, to literally see that at 20k? Can you imagine what that would be like? Anyway, so that's enough fantasizing done. Let's have a look at these actual lower time frame charts and see what we are looking at. So obviously we've got the trend line broken out. We are getting resisted here more than I expected, but that's fine. It was a case of, as I expecting, a quick move through. If we don't get it, and we had a few more 4-hour candles, which is what I said in last night's video, then yeah, I mean, maybe we're gonna expect a pullback. That pullback being either to the top of the trend line, a back test of the trend line, which obviously you guys know how much I love back tests. So that could come in around 9,300, or we could have a bit of a stronger back test, which I wouldn't really like to see, down to this 9,200, because then we could well, it would well, there's a few things. One, it would be a fake out. It would be pretty much be classed as a fake out at the top of the channel. So if we re-enter the channel, get down to here, back down to 9,200, there's every likelihood we could break that, and then we would be swiftly moving towards the bottom of the channel, which puts us in a dicey scenario so far as the macro. So we don't really want to see that on that basis. Also, it will look like we could potentially print a head and shoulders. So we obviously don't want to see a head and shoulders, do we, printed, because that will then pretty much have a projected move below 9k, which then will trigger all sorts of short trades down to here. So we don't want to see that. We like backtest. We do like backtest. And so realistically speaking, 9,300 would be a great backtest area. I think personally, it would be a great buy area also, because you can manage your risk pretty easily from around this 9,200, and then yeah, you can buy there, then literally buy more as we break above the 9,400, 9,500. So it does offer a interesting trade opportunity. But do we just hold here and bust through? Is possible. It is possible. We have obviously got strength in all the other assets, but yeah, I mean, I think the key to tell us what is going to happen will be the stochastics. So we'll have a look at those in a second. Just have a quick whiz through for some nines. So here we go. We are going to have a 12-hour 9 on basically the next 12-hour candle, which will actually be in 3 hours. So we will be on a 9. But you guys know. I just repeat all these things. I'm sure it may get annoying for some people, but repetition is the best way to learn. But yeah, so we often see acceleration on the 9 candle. So yeah, we've got this 9 coming up, but I think they may take this opportunity. I think we could see some wild move. Basically we could have the move down to 9,300, which isn't much, isn't it? It's only $100, less than $100 to back test this level, and then we could then see a big squeeze up on this 9 candle in this next 12-hour period up to around this 9,700, which is there, 9,700, 9,800, which then I think will play out this zone a bit off the weakness off the 9. What we don't really want to be doing is moving into the 9 candle around this area, because well, it could it's obvious. Well, it's pretty simple really. It's just a lower level for us to then see weakness from. I'd rather us see some temporary weakness clearly from a higher level. So it is as simple as that really. And the daily, how have we got a daily 9? Haven't got a daily 9, so that's good. Often you get these daily and 12-hour 9s coincide, but daily 9s obviously being more powerful, but we don't have a daily 9. So this will give us some sort of weakness. Will remain to be seen whether this is the weakness, whether we'll play out this zone a little bit, maybe have the dip down, maybe even test the 9,200 again, and then hopefully have our bounce back up. But yeah, we've got to be expecting some sort of weakness from this, and then obviously when the 9 candle prints and closes, we'll have our clear defined levels for the high of that candle and the low of that candle for buy and sell trades based off that 12-hour chart. So right, let's look at the oscillators. 4 hour, 4 hours turning down. It's obviously couldn't really make its mind up, but yeah, now is basically pointing down. So this could help us get down to our 9,300 9,300-ish back test area. 8 hours. Look, I mean, these are turned up, but they are looking toppy. So there is room. These are going to struggle to stay up here much longer, especially if Bitcoin is hovering around where it is and isn't making progress up to 9,500. 12-hour looking like it's turning down as well, looking like it's gonna turn down. I mean, it doesn't have to. We can obviously get this acceleration on this 9 candle, and we can get some nice higher levels before we then potentially have a downturn. And obviously, as we know, daily's looking our best really. 12 hours is the one I like to use the most, but 12 hour is printing an important signature here, breaking this trend line and looking very strong, making a beeline for this bullish area, bullish zone. So yeah, something to be aware of. And then obviously the weekly slopes will turn back up anyway once we get above 10k. So 10k is the level to watch, to basically turn this weekly back over. So I mean, obviously we know 10k is an important level, but if we get to 10k and close a weekly above 10k and these weeklies turn up again, then then yeah, I mean 14k I think will be coming within a week or so, a week or two. So yeah, not much else really to look at. We'll look at some of the smaller time frames. So it's 3 hours turned over, 2 hours on its way down, and 1 hour on its way down. I mean, this looks like it could. This is the one. These shorter term time, because we are looking at a short term trade. I think we will. I think we will see a test down to this trend line. I mean, I always talk about trend lines. I obviously they are back. Sorry, I talk about back tests. Back tests are things that happen a lot in general trading markets. Things to look out for. It'll just flush out a few of the people that are a bit over leveraged long around this area. People that maybe expected it to fly all the way through, like I kind of did. But yeah, so we haven't got that. So yeah, a little move down can squeeze them. Maybe we'll even get a wick down to 9,200 and then just bought back up pretty quickly as we squeeze out a few of those extra over leveraged longs. And yeah, and then potential pump on upwards. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. That is kind of that is basically my view, really. I think we're gonna see upside, maybe a back test and then upside, but generally speaking, I think things are quite bullish. But yeah, some of these stochastics do need a bit of a cool off period. So maybe that is what is playing out at the moment anyway. So but yeah, so that's it for this morning's video. So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Hit that like button if you are still watching at this point, because you must have liked it to stay listening this amount of time. 11 minutes of your morning. But yeah, so thanks for listening, guys, and remember, it's not financial advice, and I will speak to you guys later today.